Wagwan, let's jump right into a replay review between me and Siegfried versus an S plus Belial. And in this replay review, I'll be going into some secrets behind Belial's fireball. So let's start.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Alright, what's a round side option here? So I went on the offense at the round start. So I think earlier I was predicting the Belial player to go like to get some space so that he can use his fireball. Alright. So what I did was run up and do a dash M, because what he was doing like a back dash or walking back at round start. So I'm trying to trip him up here. And even though this would be very unsafe if it was blocked, it hit luckily at this range. Alright. So now it's my turn.
Whoops. Don't tease me.
So right there, I could have gotten better pressure by using close light better. So close light into throw or shimmy or a frame trap, something like that would have been better pressure than the triple attack, I think. So right there, right, I tried to go for Orkan, heavy Orkan, and then the Belial player got out with a DP. So his DP is on cooldown for now. It's his turn on my wake up. Started off with a throw. Alright, so you see this move. Here's what I was talking about with the fireball, right? Let's look back at this sequence. Close light. So, oh wait, the way how he did it, he did 2 hits. Let's look back at that. This is, yeah. So you see that knee there? That's the second hit of Belial's triple attack, right? If he does all 3 hits of the triple attack, he can do a fireball, heavy fireball, right? And then it would be a true block string. But since he did only 2 hits of it, it's not a true block string. And this would actually frame trap if someone was mashing. So if I was like mashing a light here, that would beat it, because it leaves like a barely existent gap there. Okay, here's something else about this move, right? So heavy fireball. You see how Belial's heavy fireball, you can block it and then he can do a follow-up after, right? So right now he does heavy fireball into heavy follow-up. So let's look at the frame data here. Yeah, I did a misclick, but even now we can see the top one on the frame meter is Belial, right? So, and you see you have the part where it says 14. So 14, then the orange is the first fireball hit, and then you have 20 and then orange, right? So you see, that means right there that the fireball follow up, the second hit of the fireball actually hit me on frame 21 after the first hit. So that means you can react to that heavy follow up on block, right? And then DP it on reaction. So Belial doing that is not safe at all. So you can actually react if you have a move that's like a frame 1 parry, DP, super, something like that. So don't let Belial players get away with that, right? Heavy fireball into heavy follow-up on block is something that's reactable, right? Something else, if Belial does heavy fireball into the light follow-up, right? If you're not standing, it'll be -2. If you're standing, it'll be +2. There's not a gap with that one though. So those are some of the common situations with Belial's fireball. So let's continue on with the match here. Right? I got hit there because what I was trying to do was do a DP or something like that, but I did a misinput. So Belial continues. Yeah, let's look back at something. So right, that into 2M didn't combo there, and then into the light back special, right? What Belial could do right here is actually combo. He could have like confirmed off of that hit and then comboed into his super. So now it's my turn. Belial ended his turn at like -5. Yeah. So something you can try to do is when people are expecting you to take back your turn with a normal, right? You can throw them instead. So that worked in this case. The dash light was too early there. Triple attack, fireball, dash light. So right, the aura can hit right here. So now I can walk up and hit him with a meaty close light. So I got counter hit right there. Let's look at how I got counter hit. All right, we're in like, yeah, we're close up. He's in the corner, I'm right here. What I did was I was trying to go for a 2M. Belial's 2M has a 7-frame startup, but it's shorter than Siegfried's 2M that has a 8-frame startup. Yeah. So Belial just won that interaction right there. What I could try to do is now that I'm not... Belial wins against Siegfried like close like this. He has better normals at this range. So what I could be trying to do is either fully lock in and try to throw him, or like try to go back to meaty, or try to go back to close light pressure, or go to a range where his normals are worthless compared to Siegfried's that has more range. So let's continue here. Didn't confirm. So yeah, Belial could confirm into super, ult fireball there, stuff like that. So misconfirms are something that really can prolong a game. You want to make a match like as little interactions as possible, but that's easier said than done, because you'll probably see a bad hit confirm from me somewhere here. So right, brave counter to get out. Far Edge into light back special for some chip damage, and yeah, it doesn't frame trap. So Siegfried's far heavy into light back special that it doesn't frame trap. So that's a true block string actually. And then Belial with responds with a sweep there, right? His sweep, his 2U, and that's an 11-frame startup move with, yeah, so he's taking back his turn with that move against when I ended my turn there, and I was -4 after the light back special. -4. So now Belial is -5 and it's my turn. But what I did instead here was like back up and stick to what Siegfried is better at here. So Siegfried has longer range normals than Belial does. You would say that Belial's far heavy has a lot of range though, but the thing about it is that Belial does the first hit of far heavy, right? And then in between the first and the second hits, you can actually do a super or like a DP in between them. It's reactable. So it's like a pseudo long range move. Just barely outside of my range. Belial could whiff punish this, right? Yeah, he could. So now I back up again with a backdash. He does a dash L. It's out of range. Technically whiff punishable, but it's like hard to do that against a dash L. Belial takes back his turn against the sword Sam here. Into heavy fireball, right? That is actually, that sequence has a gap, but that's a guess on whether or not you want to DP there. So what the Belial player did here was cancel it into the follow-up before it hits me. Oh, okay. So could I react at that point? So let's look at the frame meter for some more insight. Yeah, actually. So you see right here, the frame meter shows a lot. So Belial does that, and there's like a long window before the follow-up actually hit me. So something about Belial when he uses the follow-ups of his fireball, right? So for that, let me show you again. So you see, for like that period where the fireball turns into the spinning like, how do I say it now? The buzzsaw like thing, right? It basically doesn't exist in that time. So it cannot hurt you then. Belial's fireball cannot hurt you, right? In this startup state. So what you could do is see that and try to like DP out before it starts. It actually comes back to reality there, right? So I could actually see that on DP here because of that long window right there before it actually hits me. So now Belial is plus 12 because I blocked it, right? So the delay throw there actually won. Yeah, because it's kind of like a bad idea to get that close to someone and then do nothing, because a lot of people are going to like delay tech, and it worked in my favor here. So that's a shimmy because he's low on health, and people that are low on health like to do a DP or a super, especially like how he has SSBA, and SSBA would put me on like no diamonds there. So I would lose all of my diamonds like I'm getting griefed in Minecraft or something. Alright, that's a walk back. I'm throwing out an attack here with my fast 2M into Orkan for some mix and some chip damage. I stopped again because I'm like really scared of them doing super because their backs are against the wall technically. Their back is against the wall. So that's a far heavy, no cancel. So it's my turn here. But I didn't take it back. Yeah, I thought that was on purpose though. So Belial continues his offense. Wait, did he like attack when he was minus? Or he waited first? Oh, he waited first. Okay. So it's my turn again. I'm taking it back. So that's a U fireball. You can react and dodge that. Or, in this case, because Siegfried is privileged, watch this. Yeah, that's one of the reasons to play Siegfried. Broken super.
Battle 2. Engage.
Okay, so yeah, we see what I was talking about in the earlier round, right?
Battle 2.
Engage. So Belial backing up to get more space, but instead I was trying to go for like the heavy back special with a lot of reach, and I lost this interaction because the fireball hit me outside of the range of that, right? Oh, something else about Belial. He has a really good backdash. Let's look back at something.
Battle 2. Engage.
So let's see how far that backdash actually goes here. You see that? One of the best backdashes in the game. So that's another reason to play Belial. Belial can go backwards very quickly and gain more space. So he does a dash L next. And it whiffed. And then a fire medium. Into the fireball scenario that we talked about earlier. But I did a DP late there. And it still worked. So, right, we see this. Yeah. Let's look back at this scenario. A lot of people would be scared of Belial's parry, but after playing Belial myself, right, I'm realizing that in a lot of cases, it doesn't actually work, right? So let's look back at what happens here, right? I do fireball. Belial can parry in time. He has the reactions to parry in time. But, you see, I can block that. So what does that mean here, right? I could DP or super out before blocking that. So unless Belial is like within a certain range of you, the parry won't actually punish. So it's like Belial would get the parry to go off and he would be like trying to stomp on you like Mario, but then you could actually DP him out of it. So it would be kind of like when, how will I say no? Let's look at a Mario reference now, right? You know, when you have the spiky shelled turtles or something and then Mario is trying to jump on them. Like a situation like that. When Belial is outside of the range to parry certain moves. So you see that? I get a block there. And the thing about this block, right? It's not Avatar Belial. So when he stomps on you like this, he's actually like -2. So it's your turn. But I backed up there. And then yeah, this is like a peak Belial moment, right? Peak Belial moment. So what Belial players can do as well is like when the parry doesn't work properly, they get into range and DP you, expecting you to try to take your turn there.
Let's play rough.
And no, I let loose a punish. And he's back into the corner. Dash light pressure. But I lost the bet there with Orkan. Because I was trying to go into, no, I did Orkan into nothing. And because Orkan is -7 like this technically, if you don't cancel it into one of its follow-ups, I can get punished. Or no, what happened there was, what exactly did I do? Oh, I ended Orkan early and then tried to use a normal after, and that's why I got counter hit. So that's an opportunity for Belial to combo into like a U fireball and then get like a wicked corner carry combo.
Cute. More.
So just some random hits here and there.
Close.
Okay, this scenario over again where I could DP this. You see it's blocked. So yeah, I can see this and DP before the follow-up can hit me. So if Belial does, let's look at it this way, right? I think, I'm not sure about the light follow-up exactly, but from my knowledge, when Belial does a fireball into the follow-up, it's either minus or you can react to it if it's a heavy version. Well, the fireball, heavy fireball, and then you block it into a follow-up when you're crouching. Because when you're crouching, right, the medium follow-up that vortexes you back into him is -2. So let's continue here. DP. So right, I actually pulled it off this time. Alright, so no, I won the bet here. And cashed out with a kill combo. Subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch for more streams and replay reviews like this. This video is brought to you by my Patreon members like Muskafal CH, Office Flirt.